Hey, what's up, everybody? I figured I'd get a chance to give my thoughts on what I thought about the movie Babylon, which, of course, is directed by Damien Chazelle. Of course, many people know for directing the movie La La Land, which got Emma Stone the win for her role as Best Supporting Actress. I'm sorry, Best Actress. My mistake. And of course, the events of Babylon chronicle Hollywood during the 1920s, which of course, was considered like the golden era of Hollywood, the jazz era, whatever, the Roaring Twenties, in which Hollywood was transitioning from the silent talkie feature, from the silent talkies to the talkie worlds, and of course, it also played a big impact on those who were used to being silent film actors, and not everybody was always able to make the transition into talkies. And of course, it you know tells the story of multiple characters in the film, their rise and fall, and of course, it has a pretty big cast, including Brad Pitt, Gene Smart, Margot Robbie, Samara Weaving, even Tobey Maguire has an appearance in the movie, and Olivia Wilde as well. And I'll say it's a pretty interesting film as it reviews, the culture of cinema, and also dealing with, the highs, the lows, the good times, the bad times, the the good and the bad, the moral, like the great aspects as well. So I thought it was a pretty interesting look to see what Hollywood was like during the 1920s. And of course, what also makes the film rather interesting is like the cinematography, the music, which kind of gives you like that jazzy feel. In a sense, it kind of also reminds me of like the Great Gatsby as well. I mean, if there's maybe one minor complaint about the movie, is maybe the length of the film for being over 3 hours. Even though it moves pretty well and the pacing isn't that bad, but it could have just been a little bit shorter had they, I kept it a little bit more grounded and a little bit not bloated in terms of the running time. But overall, it wasn't a bad film. I think something worth interesting, and of course, what makes it interesting that it's also nominated for 3 Oscars at the 95th Academy Awards. So that's that. So for anyone who's a big film buff and curious about Hollywood culture that during this particular time period, and I would say this is the particular movie to watch to see what it was like. And I will say, of course, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel for more reviews, and look forward to sharing much reviews in the month of March, since I know there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming out, including the much anticipated Creed 3, Scream 6, the Shazam, Fury of the Gods. So I look forward to sharing my reviews on that, and also my take on the 95th Oscars. Until then, sayonara for now, and I look forward to sharing more content again real soon. Thank you, everyone.